Hi, everybody. My name is Shatoya. I'm 27 years old and I am originally from Brooklyn, New York, but I now reside in Maryland. I have been for the past 11 years. This is going to be my first YouTube video, and I've always wanted to make a YouTube account, but I just didn't know exactly what kind of videos I would be making or what would I make. But Today, excuse me, today I'm going to be talking to you about me having a late miscarriage at 19 weeks and just tell you a little bit about that. So, around on October 7th, 2015, I went into labor around 4:30 in the morning. I started feeling contractions. I arrived at the hospital, which was an issue and everything. It was really hard to even get to a room, being as though I wasn't 20 weeks. So, the nurse was giving me a lot of problems because I wasn't 19 weeks. Eventually I did get to go upstairs and to labor and delivery, thanks to one of the security guards. And once I arrived upstairs, I waited about another 10 minutes and my doctor came out and she took me to the back. She hooked me up to the monitors and wanted to check his heartbeat. And so she did, and which was 155 at the time. She was like, "Well, that's great." And she proceeded to check me down there and stated. Then she stated that my water had broken. And I was fully dilated. So she said she was sorry and that there was nothing she could do. So I don't think my mind was actually processing all of this at the time. It was kind of like I heard what she said, but at the same time, it was like he's not coming. Well, I didn't know if it was a boy or a girl at the time, so it was just like the baby's not coming. I just didn't think that at the time. Um, my twin sister, she was there with me, and she was talking to the doctor and everything else like that, and seeing what it is that she could do. Maybe she could prevent it. Maybe can she get stitched up? Is this something you could do? Again, she said she couldn't do anything. I then went upstairs and they put me in a room and um, my mom showed up. The baby's dad showed up. It was my twin sister and a close friend of mine, Tanisha. Around 12:04, I just knew. I was like, the baby's coming. At 12:05, he came out. He was still inside of his sack, and the doctor asked, should she cut it open? My sister said, of course. She cut it open, and it was a boy, and we named him James, and James was moving. He was kicking his little legs and moving his little arms and opening his mouth, and he was trying to breathe. Um, the doctor stated there was nothing that she could do because he was 19 weeks and that, excuse me, that there was nothing that they could do for babies at that age, being so small. Um, so there was nothing she could do. My son actually lived for 42 minutes. So we got to hug on him and love him and kiss him and just made him feel and the love that he needed to feel while he was here for that moment. So um, he knew he was loved. His mommy, his daddy was there, his auntie, his grandma was there. So we were there, and everybody just, gave him so many kisses, and we just didn't want to stop kissing him. So I was just it was a lot to process, um, especially with the doctor telling me that statistics telling her that my baby boy would have only lived for 1 minute, and I was so proud that he actually kept trying to breathe and move, and he did really good. And like I said, he lived for 42 minutes, and I was just so proud of my baby boy for even trying. Even though the doctors were telling me that, oh, this, give it a minute and that's going to be it. And my baby was still moving and excuse me, kicking and opening his mouth. And but again, so my baby boy, he, like I said, he knew. Well, I hope he knows that he was loved during those 42 minutes that we got to have him, and that was that pretty much was it. I stayed in the hospital for about 2 days, and they eventually said, "Oh, I can go home." Went home, and I got the baby cremated on my own. So I got a nice little gold urn, and I wish I could show it to you right now, but I'm at work right now, so I can if you're interested in seeing the urn, um, send me a message or an email, and maybe I'll post a picture or do another video showing his urn, because I've never quite showed anybody, but it was very cute. It was pretty much about this size, and it's gold. His dad wanted it to be gold, and it's in this little blue, little uh, like a little container, like a little blue little pocket you just open up, and that's how James. His name was James Blue Desrosiers, and we named him after my dad, who passed. It's been about 16, 17 years, and his name was James Blue. So we named him James Blue Desrosiers, and which his dad is Haitian, and his last name means um, roses. So we decided the blue would be perfect because it would be our blue, our blue rose. So um, I'm sorry. So it was James Blue DeRosier, our baby boy, our blue rose. And so I pretty much just wanted to tell you James' story, and that was pretty much it. So James was born October 7th, 2015. He lived for 42 minutes, and he was loved by his mommy and his daddy and his grandma, his auntie, and he was loved. He was cherished. Um, and it has now been about 16 weeks and about maybe 3 or 4 days now, about three months or so. And I went to the doctor on, well, started like this. I had took a pregnancy test because I wasn't feeling well, so it came out positive. I actually took three of them, and it was like, okay, so it was three. I called the doctor, and of course they knew. So they had me come in, and they took a blood test, and it was confirmed that I am indeed pregnant again. So um, right now I would be 4 weeks and 6 days. So hmm, it really is a lot to take in because it's like thinking about my James and then a new pregnancy, and I really didn't think it would happen so fast, or it just came out of nowhere. It just kind of was like, well, really, like, wow. And mostly mainly because I was taking birth control pills, um, but then I did stop because the pills were making me feel they were making me feel really dizzy, and I couldn't really eat anything. I was feeling really funny. So I took the birth control pills for about a month. Well, I tried to take them for about a month, and I pretty much kept missing a couple of days here and there. But I was eventually, started taking it on time. I was taking them, and then spoke to the doctor, let her know how I was feeling, and she told me that she think that maybe I should stop taking those, and she would put me on a different kind. And I stated okay, which I really didn't even want to be on birth control pills anyway. She thought that it would be good so that for me to take them so that maybe up to a year, and before I decided to have another child. But I mean, I already stated to the doctor that it was all up to God anyway, so I'm just gonna leave it all up to Him, and I have, and I'm pregnant again. Hmm. Um, Again, like I said, 4 weeks and 6 days. I have an appointment on Wednesday on the 3rd for a sonogram. The doctor did state that my HCG levels were really high when he called, and but he just wanted to do a sonogram and check everything out, and then we were going to be talking about the stitch and things like that, and everything else like that. But I've talked about so much so far. So, but yeah, that was my story about my late miscarriage and my new pregnancy, and this is pretty much going to be the start of my new journey, my new pregnancy, and me. I didn't say it, but I have an incompetent cervix, so I do have to get a stitch. In which I've been watching videos on YouTube, and I came across Mona Hayes, and which I love all of your videos, and um, when I was going through everything and feeling down and depressed, I will always watch your videos, and you always seem to get me through the day. So I want to thank you, Mona, for your videos and your support. Um, your videos really uplifted me when during the times that I really felt like I couldn't be lifted anymore, or just didn't want to get up or do anything. And Mona talks about how she got the transabdominal cerclage, and um, I was basically doing my research as well. And basically, if you're going to do a cerclage, you might as well do the best cerclage, and the tack would be the best one. Um, So again, I want to thank Mona Hayes for even posting her experience and everything she's done and what she's researched and gone through. Because if you didn't, Mona, I wouldn't even know about the transabdominal cerclage. So um, I'm hoping that um, everything will work out. Um, so again, thank you, Mona, for posting your videos, and congratulations on your baby girl. And please look forward to my new videos and my journey. And if you have any questions or concerns, or just you want to comment, or you want to say anything, please feel free to leave a message. Send a message. I'm sorry, thinking about my phone. Send a message, an email, anything else like that. Thank you guys. Have a good day.